What is up, everybody? Season 5, episode 23. Bettors, the light and fellas. Somebody went on a run. Somebody went on a run over the course of the week. For some reason, he's wearing a Jeff cap, but I have to give it up to Mark. I do, there's a lot of ragging typically when you're in last place by 1,000 units, but an absolute Hail Mary savior of the two chances bet in the Barbasol with Vincent Norman and Akshay Bati to pull it off, Mark. I mean, what are we doing here?
I was watching the Barbasol pretty tightly at the end there, and Vincent Norman had a chance to win it in regulation. Sending it to the playoff honestly got me very scared, but it came through. It came through.
Yeah.
Jetpacks. Anyway,
Yeah.
Jeff Cap is for the Open this week, obviously, and it was a great week. It was a great week. Just this is what you got to do. No longer in last place, though, Greg. Longer in last place.
I mean, I agree with you. And as the only two guys on the show who had positive weeks, I mean, we could get a little virtual high five going. Nope. The fact that we both gave out the two chances with Rory and the Scottish too. I mean, we're just out here dominating, Mark. None of these other guys know what they're doing when it comes to Bovada Sportsbook. Mike, you can't ever get positive, can you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still in first place, and I went minus 0.23 units. I mean, I lost negative. I lost via fence grab, which turned my week around. Terrence McKinney lost because the guy grabbed the fence like 3 straight times and then led to the submission 15 seconds later.
It's bad refereeing.
You can cheat. You can cheat in UFC and win these days. Not Aljo, but anybody else.
Aljo cheats constantly. He doesn't cheat. He just doesn't fight.
You can cheat and win. You don't have to follow any of the MMA rules and win nowadays.
The fact of the matter is that I know, Matt, you're the newly minted last place person, but we are all only separated by 17 units. You have a chance, Matt.
You know what, Greg? It's tough sport we play here, putting our units in, putting our picks in. I might not know picks, but I did shoot a 92 today. Shout out to my fans out there. Shot a 92 in golf.
14 holes.
Yeah, well, Gin app gets you. The PGA knows I shot a 92.
That's not how that works.
Shot a 92. I'm being a bigger man and not making a Barbasol bald head joke and like shaving. So, I'm being a bigger man today, Greg, and I don't need this. Okay?
You're not a bigger man. You just made it.
Really? Check my pant size.
I don't know.
I'm a bigger man. If your pant size begins with 4, bigger man.
You're probably not wrong there. You're probably not wrong. I mean, Matt, everything went wrong for you in terms of Wimbledon, in terms of, well, really everything.
The Doc Redmond thing was ridiculous. I honestly, when I texted the group, I thought I had hit that, but the Stanley Cup, Jesus, Greg. Freaking hockey's biggest fan, Greg, drinking out of the Stanley Cup. But I honestly thought, I didn't realize Redmond, I must have saw it when he was on like 16 or something because he went bogey par and finished -3. I thought he had done it. I thought he had won it. It was tough, not really what I wanted to see. I will start out this episode saying that I am taking Tyrrell Hatton for the challenge, and I will be taking him on the card as well. So I want that out there.
Go ahead, Mark.
Nothing. I was just saying, wow, that's he asked who? Tyrrell Hatton is who Matt said. But
Tyrrell Hatton.
I'll take Victor Hovland. Get my pick.
But we're not doing the challenge.
We're doing
4 minutes into the episode.
You just saw how bad Hovland played in Scotland. You're really going to take him?
Yes, he's going to turn it around here.
I disagree.
Very much disagree. Guy can't. He puts the ball too high in the air. I wouldn't be able to play in Scotland because I have higher arcing balls.
Do you?
This show started off very strange. I don't even know. But yeah,
have
we have
seen Doctor Strange.
No, I would never.
He gets in a terrible car accident and only hurts his hands. It's ridiculous.
That is interesting. That is interesting when he does that. It is a good movie. One of the first, what's that called?
Multiverse.
No, it wasn't the multiverse. It was like the first tier of movies, or phase 1, phase 2, one of those phases. Those
real
were the good
nerds,
phases.
real nerd shit.
Whoa.
I mean, it is. Phase 1, phase 2 of Marvel movies is nerd shit. I'm not calling Mark a nerd. I'm calling.
That's
Marvel
exactly what you're
That's
doing.
kind of
That's exactly what you're doing.
It went hand in hand.
It was not meant to be a personal. You're a nerd situation. All right.
You know what?
So my
It doesn't
apologies.
make sense.
We're
Look at
done
his Jeff
talking
cap.
about it.
He rolls his card like 4 times down a cliff. It's like when Joan Snerd got in that accident.
How dare you? How dare you invoke the name of Joan Snerd?
When Joan Snerd went off the hill, it's absurd that he gets in that and he's like, my hands. Like, it's like, what? Like,
is that a Doctor Strange ball?
No, it's an AC Milan ball, but
Oh,
it would have been sick if it was Doctor Strange. Just out of
you have-
nowhere.
don't you have
Bang.
Spider-Man balls?
I do have Spider-Man golf balls. That's true. They're up there. They're up there.
I have a new golf ball. I'm playing.
Oh,
My
Cobra.
past 2 rounds, I am a shout out Callaway Chrome Soft X. If Callaway wants to hit me up and sponsor me, let me know. I'll be your best 22 handicap you have on the sponsorship. Hit me up, Callaway. I'll be waiting in the DMs.
All right.
well, I mean, that's what we're shopping for. Callaway sponsorships. I understand.
Greg, would you not take a Callaway sponsorship?
Oh, I would.
Tell me.
What are we talking
exactly.
about? Of course
I would happily be a Callaway sponsored athlete.
Speaking of that, I think I need to buy a case of balls before we go play next week. Oh, yeah. Well, obviously,
Get some Kirk ones.
this week we're on youtube.com/theunderdog. Obviously, all that fun stuff.
Subscribe.
MacronPicks.com for sure. Next week, we will be off. 3 of us are on vacation. Hard to do the show from where we're at.
I would have done the show.
I would have done
We
it.
did the same. You're not on vacation, Mark.
2 years ago, I did it from there. Everybody was back, and the connection was bad. We'll have the Mark bathroom incident all over again.
Well,
Remember
didn't do
remember
the show.
when a couple weeks ago I asked in a text on our group text, I was like, "Hey, when's that week that we're not doing the show because people are away?" And you told me that's not a thing. And now it's
No,
next
that
week.
is-
That's not what happened. You said
not
it.
what
You asked at
happened.
the end of June. We said it's not in June.
So we're close. I was close. I was off
You're
by
off by
2
a
letters.
month. You're off
2 letters
a
and a
full
month.
Well,
Okay?
well,
June and
regardless,
July.
Regardless, not going to
Everyone
be
thinks
here
about
next week.
dates by the letters, not by the numbers. Yep.
The picks. There will be picks. We will put picks out same time next week. It'll be early
I'm not doing
Thursday
that.
morning, probably. Just
I'll
so
have
we
to-
stay.
I'll have to torture Matt to get the picks from him, but everybody else.
We'll get
will
him. We'll get him. We'll get him tweeted
Mike,
out.
grab. I meant to text you. Grab like 6 cases of High Noon tequilas.
No.
Why
Yeah.
can't you?
Yeah, what?
Oh yeah, actually,
I'm busy. I'm playing
Oh,
golf Saturday. I'm not going to be there.
Okay.
Mike, you got to swing by and pick up my golf clubs tomorrow too. So
What?
yeah, they're not going to
here's the
fit in
thing.
my car, so they have to go in yours.
Well,
Dear
I'm not
fans.
taking my. I'm going with
Yeah,
our
you're
mother.
bringing them to mom and dad's house with you.
No,
This-
no.
this
I'm getting
needs to be
picked up
talked
here. Yeah.
All right, well, they'll be
This is not-
here waiting for you. I don't know.
I
They'll
will
be
not
there
be-
waiting for you.
I will not be
Greg,
doing
if you
it.
put your clubs at mom and dad's, I can get them because
right.
I'm playing. I have to play Saturday, so I'm going to be going right by there.
That's fine. I'll put them there.
But wait,
Here's
what do
the
you
thing.
get?
Here's the question.
What?
Here's the question I have. The odds of breaking 100 at Seaview Bay Course Monday morning.
0.
Yeah,
I am gonna break 100.
Bovada's
After-
got you at no minus 4,000.
It all
I'm gonna
depends
break
on the
100.
Sunday.
I mean, you
That's
know,
true.
we like. First of all, we always make a bad decision and decide to play on Monday
We'll see.
after a Sunday
we
fun
played
day.
Tuesday
Like,
last year like smart people. I still played horrible,
Yeah.
but
Well, yeah, well, it's just
Or
you're
you
a bad
just
golfer.
don't drink like a maniac, and then you don't feel like shit in the morning.
Greg dropping his
Yeah,
third
I mean-
S bomb.
cursing all
apologies.
over. They're gonna get taken
My
off.
apologies. We
Not
won't.
even 10 minutes into the show.
It's
and
bad.
Greg
It's
has
bad.
been
It's bad
Greg has
form.
been banned from YouTube.
Listen,
So-
I'm tired. I'm sweaty. I've been building a patio for what seems like 6 months.
And there's
but
a
in
bunch
reality,
of holes in that patio.
that's all about design, Matt. You don't understand.
Who was your designer? Freaking
Picasso.
who does something with a lot of holes? Doctor Strange, doesn't he deal with those holes?
Multiverses. Woo.
0.
You're a nerd for knowing that, Matt.
Never seen the show.
Um,
Stan Lee still alive?
No. Remember
What?
You never saw the Mike Francesa clip where they like tell him while he's on air and they're like, "Yeah, Mike, Stan Lee passed away," and he goes, "Who cares?" He just keeps going on with the show. It's an unbelievable clip.
You see Deadpool 3's coming out. I saw a picture with him and Wolverine next to each other.
I'll see Deadpool. That's one I'll watch.
Deadpool's good. Deadpool's good.
Stan Lee's been dead for 5 years.
Yeah, I know.
Was Hugh Jackman better in X-Men or Wolverine or Les Mis?
I was gonna say Greatest Showman as the third option.
Oh yeah, Greatest Showman too. Greatest Showman's
Yeah.
great. I still listen to that. I think that showed up in my Apple Music like best of. Or what you've listened to so many times this year. I think it was like number 3 album I listened to. Him and Zac Efron.
That was the number 3 album you listened to this year?
Yeah. I think it was like
all right. That's what we're going. I gave him an out, but he didn't take it. He didn't take it.
It went what's his name? MGK. Take a slide down fall.
Ooh, good one.
Something by Måneskin.
You probably never even listened to it.
I don't have to. I know it's bad. I don't have to.
No,
listen
it's
to
good.
It.
It's good.
Greg's
Have you guys been listening to Måneskin?
No, because there's a friend of ours. There's a friend of ours who really likes it, and I know based off his taste in music, I'm out. I'm out. I know it's
valid.
Yeah,
my number
exactly
one.
Who it is.
My number one. I'm surprised Kane Brown didn't make your list, man.
No, Mike is a big Kane Brown fan. Guy, all he listens to is Kane Brown.
Even though I was texting him that I'm now in on Yellowstone because he's a big Yellowstone guy.
I heard it stinks after like 3 episodes or after like a season. They tried to do I heard the third, fourth season was bad.
I haven't watched the newest season that was just on TV, but the first 2 are definitely much better than like the third and
I have a question. I do have a question. Have you guys been watching The Bear?
I have not watched season 2. I watched season 1.
So I don't want to be KFC from Barstool.
No.
But low key, I kind of agree with them that I'm not that interested in the second season. It is not grabbing me. I have been texting, playing games on my phone, watching it, not really caring about it. It is not. The second season has not been that good.
Yeah, you can't spoil it for Greg.
Yeah, the first. I mean, the first. Well, that's fine.
They shoot the bear. It's just so.
They cook them.
Greg, if you've never seen the show, there's a wild bear running around Chicago.
I've seen the first season. I watched it like last week.
He's running around Chicago and he's shameless. All right, and
I've been watching. I've been on this kick of just watching TV shows. It was The Sopranos.
Tacoma FD.
Yeah, well, I did Tacoma FD. I did that. I gotta go back and finish.
Dude, it's so good.
It's very funny.
So funny.
It's a very
the new
funny
season
show.
comes out in like 5 days.
Yeah, I gotta get back on that. But I went Sopranos. Then I did something else. I think quickly. Then The Bear. Then Barry. And now I'm on Yellowstone.
Can't get into Barry. Don't get him into Barry.
The fourth season might be the fourth season. There were certain parts of it where I was like, "This might be the worst show that's ever been made." Like that's how bad the fourth season was.
The first 3 seasons, I was like, or the first season, I was like, I don't think I'm into this. Like, I don't
know if any of the show was good based off the fourth season.
Yeah.
So luckily, it was only they're 30-minute episodes and it's only 8%.
I got onto a Mission Impossible kick personally. I went back and watched those. Those you have to go back and watch.
No,
Greg. Tom Cruise.
No, I don't.
At his best. Why not? They're really good. It's the American the American James Bond.
The American Tom
Cruise.
It's the American James Bond. Tom Cruise is fantastic as Ethan Hunt. The special effects
Does he
and
play
the
Ethan
stunts,
Hunt in all of them?
In all of them, he's Ethan Hunt, and he's very good.
Ethan
The stunts.
Was
The stunts get better.
Well, that's what I mean, obviously, that's always the big conversation of the Mission Impossible stuff is the stunts are out of this world.
And the latest one came out.
Not Ethan Hawke. Stop bringing up Ethan Hawke.
The latest one, I think, has like a 96 on Rotten Tomatoes. So, it's good. They're all on a streaming services. So just watch them. You can do it. It's not a problem.
Loki, I want to see Barbie
Not
/
Loki,
Oppenheimer.
just do it. I would see Barbenheimer.
I would see both of them.
Yeah, same day. I would do it. We should do it as a podcast and video ourselves.
I'm
like interested to see what the storyline of Barbie is going to be.
I'm interested to see what happens in Oppenheimer.
You don't know the storyline? She has to prove that she's
Mark.
real.
No spoilers for Oppenheimer. but
it was a joke. It was a joke.
No spoilers for Oppenheimer. All I'm going to say is, boom.
You're an idiot. I hate him. All right. Well, on that note,
that's it.
We for once have a ton of things to talk about sports wise for the summer, with a couple of big events. I mean, you got baseball, or you got Women's World Cup starts tomorrow. Golf.
Yeah. Oh, lock of the week is women to win it all.
I'm not allowing that.
Why not?
Regardless, let's start at baseball. There's a ton of games all over Bovada. I'm kicking it off with the team that's going to lose right now. I got the Phillies minus 130. Minus 130.
How much of a hater you are.
How am I a hater?
I'm going to go.
They're going to lose right now.
I'll go with the Phillies minus 128. I'll ride with you, Greg Weber. I'll ride with you.
That's a rude thing to say to people.
Minus 130 is the line.
I'll ride with Greg
But he
Weber.
is a hater.
Can I put a live line in at plus 550 for the Phillies to win this game?
No.
I would love that.
First ever live line?
No. You
not
tried
allowed.
to do that before of games that already happened without us noticing.
All right, I'm going to flip this. If
Nice
it lands
swing.
here, I get to take
Best
it.
catcher
If
in
it lands
baseball.
here, I don't get to take it.
That doesn't. No, you can just manipulate that however you want. Nope. Doesn't count, apparently.
I get to take it.
Where's
Hadley?
I don't agree with that. I'm going to take.
I hate him. He's so stupid.
Oh, you're not that far ahead of
Why are you staring, Matt? Mike, you know that he's not real.
Bryson! Ah! He did get a single.
All right.
No base.
Make some picks.
I know base.
I'm taking the Braves.
Diamondbacks,
minus
50.
186.
Diamondbacks plus 154.
Plus 550 live
Red,
line.
103.
I'm on the Diamondbacks as well,
Astros
Mike.
minus
Everybody
156.
stop yelling. I'm on the Diamondbacks plus 154 as well. Zach Gallen on the mound.
Yeah.
Gotta roll with him. Matt,
Braves are skidding a little bit.
Like
I'm
Mike
on
after
the
Taco
Braves.
Bell.
Oh,
I got you.
ew. Oh, my
Gross.
light turned off.
Give me the Phillies minus 130 over the Brew Ace.
all right. Mike, I'll go back to you.
I'll take the Cubs minus 131 over the Cardinals. The Cardinals stink. Cubs only half.
Goldschmidt. Future Philly, Paul Goldschmidt.
Yeah, future Philly.
Actually, you want to hear the worst take of all time?
Sure.
Yeah.
Number one, it's the pitch clock getting people to come back, or getting more fans. That's the worst take. Solely. Second take is Greg calling Juan Soto a bad baseball player.
That's incorrect. It's a great take. It's the best take you can have.
No, it's one of the worst takes of all time. Maybe the worst take of all time.
That's a bad take.
To be fair, it's the correct
To be
take.
fair.
Oh,
To be fair.
One of the Giants who play for the best manager the National League has ever seen in its history.
Doing this?
Minus
I'm on the
123.
Why in the world are we trying to steal second?
Did he get thrown out?
I think so.
Get cable, you bastard.
I'm not looking. I'm trying to write down picks.
Blue Jays even money over the Padres.
I'm also on that. All right, guys, we can't just watch the Phillies game.
I have over 9 minus 110 in that Padres game.
I got the. Okay.
I just don't get the point of that steal.
Get him on second. A single
Why would
scores
we
2
do that?
runs and the game's tied. I understand what they're doing.
I understand it as well. Braves, Phillies,
Yeah.
and Reds money line plus 452.
Seems pointless.
You know who wouldn't have done that, Greg? Billy Bean. Billy Bean would have left him at first. We don't need to steal. We don't need to run into outs.
Correct.
Terrible play.
Dumb
I'm
play.
not saying it's a smart play. I'm telling you what they're
We got
thinking.
the best. We got hitters on our team. There's no reason for that.
I
We
have
have
White
hitters on
Sox
our
plus
team.
131 as well.
Also,
I don't-
on the White
I have the
Sox.
Mariners minus 136.
I have the Marineras.
It's my
on top
final
of my
baseball
pizza.
pick.
The cheese underneath the sauce.
Dumb
Mark,
play.
you said you're also on the White Sox
Yeah, I'm on the White Sox as well.
plus 131.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Matt,
Hogan's
anything
here
else in baseball?
Plus 154 over the Astros.
You say the Steelers?
Hogan's Heroes.
I'm on the
Also?
Astros there. I'm taking the Astros minus 186.
And now, Greg, so yeah, cool. You get him to second. We got an 0-2 count, 2 outs, and that's what you wanted?
I'm not saying I
Terrible,
wanted it. You
Greg.
asked the reasoning behind it. I did not
Greg.
say that I wanted it.
I'm
Okay,
also going to
shut
take.
down. Good coaching, Greg. Good coaching,
Good
Greg.
coaching,
Great
Greg.
coach.
Thanks, Greg.
I'm done with the episode.
Yep, Greg. Thanks, Greg.
Are we done? We'll talk
Greg.
to you guys later.
Greg, coach of the year.
Yeah.
All right, go win some bets.
I'm on the Rays
I'm on
minus
the
181.
Orioles plus 146.
Season's over.
The season's dead.
There goes the
Well,
season.
the season's definitely over, but at least the podcast can keep going now without everybody watching the game.
I'm watching the.
You want to listen to Ricky Batalico?
I'm listening to Lego Head.
All right, are we good? Are we good in baseball?
I'm going to parlay the
the
Astros
last
and
thing?
Rays. No, just the Astros and the Rays at plus 139.
Astros Rays plus 139 for you.
130.
Did you get all my picks, Greg?
I
hope
have you
so.
for Phillies, Diamondbacks, Cubs, Padres, Blue Jays over, and the Mariners minus 139.
There it is. All right.
And Matt has the Phillies, Blue Jays, and Athletics in honor of Billy Bean.
Rest in peace.
Dude, I had
No.
another one. 2 straight 8 out of 9s. I'm getting an immaculate grid before next week.
I'm
Before
so
next time
angry.
we're on.
I had 2 immaculate grids in a row.
I was thinking Pena too, and I just didn't. I went with. Who did I go?
I got very lucky that I happened to watch Moneyball this week. I had
my
they
other
literally-
buddy said the same thing.
They literally show Billy Bean like taking at bats for Minnesota. So I was like, oh, Billy Bean, thank you.
Not having the opportunity to guess for one because I clicked on the wrong Vladimir
I feel like
Guerrero.
that should be a fine refresh.
It's so disheartening.
I think that's a fine. You're able to refresh your thing and put your answer.
Pay
back in.
attention. Pay attention.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
Wow.
they both played for Canadian teams. Listen, I'm not saying that I need to re-guess. That's just I'm mad that I
No,
didn't.
I'm telling-
I just said
telling
it'd be
Mike.
I said that'd be
Yeah,
a
but one of
fair
them played-
re-guess.
One of them played for the Raptors.
That's true. That is true.
So,
I said it'd be
The
a fair
other one-
re-guess if he accidentally hit the wrong
The
junior.
other one played
or
for the
whatever.
Grizzlies.
I think I've now discovered though that every other sport, the immaculate grid is just the hardest thing ever.
Oh,
It's
correct.
shot,
I
dude.
thought
I-
NFL would be so much easier,
It's
But I-
so hard.
but I guess NFL players don't.
discover-
Well, NFL, they add like stupid things like, first through fourth pick. And it's like, the
It's not
Rams
that
have
bad.
had,
That one wasn't that bad.
I mean, I don't know
Well,
that many.
I got the
first through
Walter.
fourth
I knew
picks.
all the Walter Payton man. Oh,
Yeah, but-
and who's got
Walter
the sip
Payton
counter?
Manning.
Who's got the sip counter on Greg's
Typically-
Stanley Cup?
Yeah.
But typically,
Typically.
with first through 4 picks, like those are pretty obvious guys. Like you remember those guys for those teams when those teams are bad because usually they have bigger impacts. You know what I mean?
Matt Corral.
Yeah, exactly. Matt Corral.
I also just hate that NFL switches at different times.
I was watching Matt Corral highlights last night.
The
I'm
NHL
excited
one
for
didn't even
football.
update today. Nobody cares about Ole Miss football right now. I hate you.
Ole Miss, Matt Corral stinks.
Wasn't Matt Corral on the trade block?
He might be done. What's he doing?
He won't be playing in Carolina. That's
He got
for sure.
stabbed by Liz Frank.
He's going to be playing in Canada.
What's so annoying is if he didn't get that Liz Frank injury last year, he would literally be the starter of Carolina football this year.
I disagree. I still think
Why
they
would
would-
you
I will
disagree that?
disagree.
I think they would take one of the top quarterbacks at the top of this draft over Matt Corral.
No, because he
Any
would have
day
played
of the
very
week.
well.
Well, I think he's trying to say
No,
they wouldn't have
that's-
the number one.
That
pick
is
or get up
an
there.
opinion.
They also
not
wouldn't
a
have had the
fact.
number one
Well, they
pick.
traded up for the number one pick, though. So
They wouldn't have traded up for the number one pick because they had Matt Corral.
But Matt Corral could have played like crap.
Correct. Which
I
probably-
try to discover.
Let's move on.
I'm just thinking of that Scrubs episode, Greg.
from tennis.
Move on.
Make me feel.
That you give me, no, that you give me. Wimbledon closes out Carlos Alcaraz with the big dub. The women's
Yeah, that's
champion,
grouped out of
not
like multiple
Ons Jabeur.
units.
Who beat Ons Jabeur for the title?
Is it
Speaking of
Marquette?
Ons
Is it
Jabeur, I
Marquetta?
found out something
No, I
funny
can't
about
It was
Ons Jabeur
Marquetta.
last
It
week.
was Marquetta Vondrasova.
Yeah.
There it is. Matt, tell me your funny thing about Ons Jabeur.
I don't know the funny thing about Ons Jabeur.
You just
Yes,
said
you
it while you were talking over Mike trying to talk.
The funny thing about Ons Jabeur for Matt was that he thought that Ons Jabeur played in the ATP and not the WTA.
Correct.
I don't know what that means.
I think you. I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna steal my text that I said more like
Does
never
Mark
Ons
look like
Jabeur.
Mark? Wait, put that hat back like that. All right, welcome back to Bettors Delight. We have a guest here. It's Elmer Fudd. What season is it? Duck or rabbit season?
Wabbit.
Mike, where are you at in tennis?
I just have a few picks. I don't really have anything behind them. I'm just taking a pick 'em in both of these. I'm going Claire Liu minus 130 against Smedlova and Anna Bondor minus 110 against Alina Avanesian. So
I'm also on Anna.
I did no research. Just went with the two lowest lines, like pick 'em wise, and chose a side.
And we wonder why
Oh.
you went from plus 40 units to minus 11 on the season.
I've been doing
Lord.
research and it hasn't been working. That's why I got to switch it up.
You
Unbelievable.
haven't been doing research.
Unbelievable.
I'm on Anna
Yosemite
Bondor
Sam
as
is
well.
still the Yosemite Sam is still the sickest Looney Tune.
Yosemite Sam is a great Looney Tune.
He's
with
the
with
man, dude. I have a jersey, a Looney Tunes jersey that says Yosemite on the back.
Do you?
Yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
I don't know where it is.
I mean, my
like it.
assumption is somewhere in your house.
It was a classic drunk Apple Pay order.
No, the worst.
Those are classic, though. They are classic.
Best, though. Him and I have a Foghorn Leghorn one too, because
Ooh.
Foghorn Leghorn's the man.
Does it say
Not bad.
Foghorn or Leghorn on the back?
Leghorn, of course. He's
I think it's
leg.
his Leghorn.
All right,
This
just
is
wondering.
leg you're talking to.
It's true.
It's a good
True.
point.
I feel like there's no point of him buying it if it says Foghorn on
Well,
the back.
so I bought it because my buddy in college had me saved in his phone as Foghorn Leghorn. Because it says F Leghorn.
F period Leghorn.
In college, he called me Foghorn Leghorn because I was super loud every time I came into their house.
You
that
Not you.
true.
couldn't imagine. You got anything?
Not me, any me.
You got anything else in tennis, Matt?
Yeah, tennis. Jan Jablanovsky, even money over Pavel Facht.
Did you understand anything he said?
I just don't see those guys. I'm sure they're on Bovada. Matt, where are they? Where?
It's table tennis.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
It actually happens at 10:30 at night, so don't give me that. Give me Jan Plescott. It's it's Jan Jablonski's brother. Minus 190 over Luber Salava.
Is it 2 a.m.? I'll give it to you, I guess.
Yeah,
don't
I mean it's
know.
tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
That's fine.
How loud are you breathing, Mike?
Yeah,
What the
no,
heck
that
was that?
Mark was watching.
What was
Mark pulled up a video or something.
There, I apologize. That was my child monitor.
Okay.
Did not-
Mark has two children. Everybody.
Move on.
Scott Hansen.
It's not Scott Hansen, you idiot.
You're a moron.
Oh, Scott Hansen. I'm thinking of football.
It's
Football's
got
coming
Hansen's
up.
red zone.
Shout out, dude. Red Zone's only 9 weeks away.
Dude,
Less.
I remember Scott Hansen when he was the one of the the hosts of Comcast Sportsnet morning show, like their highlight show for Philly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Man's
don't.
gone a long way. He's gone a long
You're
way.
pretty old.
I can't wait to see. I can't wait.
I don't
to see
remember
it.
that either.
All right, well, listen, that's
I
just
beat a
how it works.
73-year-old in golf today.
Any-
Speaking of old.
Any more tennis, Mike?
Yeah, I actually just remembered that I have a few picks in ATP Newport in Rhode Island.
ATP New
Got some boots on the ground there. I'm gonna parlay Mackenzie
Who's
McDonald
there?
You want him
minus
straight
210.
too? Hold on.
My buddy's parents as the boots on the ground.
Do you want him? I don't care about that. Do you want him straight?
Yes. So Mackenzie McDonald minus 210, and Tommy Paul minus 200 against Isner, and then them parlayeds plus 121.
Plus 121 for you. All right, are we good in tennis then?
Yes.
I got a couple of picks.
Send them over.
I got Emma Navarro against Qinwen Zheng, plus 140. I got Jasmine Paolini against Diana Yastremska, minus 155. And that is my WTA picks. Then I'm going to go to Stade in the ATP. I'm taking Roberto Bautista Agut at minus 155. And Stan Wawrinka at minus 220. And parlaying the two guys there at plus 136. Bang. This is how we get back up to first place. We're all within 17 units. These are all huge picks because we're getting close. We're getting close. It's like 6 weeks away, right, to the new season. What is
I do truly think that we are like the closest this has ever been this late in the season, where all four of us are this close together.
Well, yeah, because you're normally down 100 units.
Listen, I wasn't going to say who specifically was the one that usually was dragging it down. How many titles do you have? 0? Because I have 1.
When did you
I
win?
won season 4. So you don't have any, Mark. Put your hand down.
What was season 4? I don't know.
I was just
this last NFL college football season. Yeah, dominated because I'm the football guy. It's a whole thing.
I'm the football guy.
Let's move on to the women's.
Matt left.
That's fine. Let's move on to the Women's World Cup and the soccer world. I noticed the MLS seems to be off this week because I couldn't find
dominated.
The line.
You beat me by less than 5 units.
Domination is what you call that, sir. I don't know what to tell
with
you.
Minus 36 units.
Listen, did I win the season? Did I win the season?
A win is a win.
We're inching it up for you.
Inching ever closer to the return of the all of the European leagues in early August. A lot of the friendlies are going on. Yeah. Somebody gifted you multiple first round picks or high round picks in a bad trade, but we'll talk about that later.
Stole Jamar Chase underneath his.
Yeah, he swiped him right from you.
It's funny. No. You two both disagree on the trade. Mike and Greg both.
Mike's never won a championship in this league. Whose opinion do you think matters more?
Okay, you still disagree on the
I'm
trade.
consistently in the semifinals or championship.
I've made the playoffs every year but once.
So have I. I made them every year.
I also won the old league.
Actually, I think I missed 1 year because Derrick Henry.
There's only a name I see on here twice.
The old league I won 3 out of 4 years. So.
Disrespectful.
There's only a name I see on here twice, and it's mine.
Yeah, because Greg gifted you Austin Eckler. Talk about bad trades.
I'm not talking about gifting. I got a guy back for him that just happened to tear his ACL in week 3.
I thought I made a good trade.
Second round pick for that.
Who was it?
I don't know what you're talking about. Javonte Williams. And I got a second round pick for that pick. So
gifted Matt a title. Nice.
I mean, but gifted. I think the trade for Patrick Mahomes late in the season was the gift, but
well,
I lost a second round pick.
That's true.
It doesn't matter. Nobody cares about our fantasy league currently. We can talk about this on the episode after August 13th. I'm sure there'll be plenty of criticizing the draft.
It's an early draft.
That's an very early draft.
We're doing a raffle. Doing a raffle. Somebody gets one of the fans gets to attend.
Dude, what stinks is we're doing the draft that early, and that the lottery for the draft was a complete bamboozlement.
I thought the lottery was pretty good.
Yeah, because you cheated. When you don't include all the participants in there, it's easy to get the number 2.
And when you're clearly side texting somebody else, being like, "Oh, you moved up too. You should like that too." There's clearly
I was confused about that. Yeah. That's all.
Because there's cheating. I'm a man of integrity.
There was no cheating. There was no cheating. We were all there. We all saw it.
We were not all there.
It
was a random Friday at 1 in the afternoon. I don't understand.
I was literally playing golf.
Yeah, we were not all there. There was 4 people there.
Two of them
2 of the 4 people got 2 of the top 3 picks. One stupidly traded them away for nothing, but that's neither here nor there.
For nothing?
Yes, for nothing. Players are replaceable. Draft picks are not. I'm waiting for a rebuttal. Are you going to rebuttal? You're going to rebuttal, or are you just going to repeat what I said?
Players are replaceable.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Draft picks are not.
Mike, run with me here. I'm obviously making that last part up.
Mike, you disagree with him.
I'm just
put him
confused.
in his place.
I'm just confused. What?
You allowed Matt to move up in 2 rounds when he would have had to go. He would have had to go 8 and then 8 in the 3rd round. He had no second-round pick, so 8 then 8. Instead, now he goes 2 then 2 in the 2nd round. That's
no, he doesn't get anything in the 2nd round.
In the 3rd round, 2 then 2. My apologies.
Correct.
But regardless,
I don't care.
I want to do 50-50 at the draft.
It's
Let's
the
thing is, I'll spend $5 on a full sleeve of 50-50 ticket things I can have them at the house.
I'd buy the 50-50.
We do a $10 50-50, and then winner takes all. So it's more of 100. Zero.
Yeah.
I don't like how Mark's mad. Mark is mad that I made fun of the Jamar Chase trade. I don't understand why you're mad.
Of course I'm mad.
I gotta look at the trade again.
You got fleeced. What do you want from me?
Who got fleeced?
You.
I gotta look at the trade again.
Mark, I think you did really good on that trade.
Of course, Matt thinks you did good. You know how
Matt,
you should judge this?
the trade.
Carl's
Just to say just says the trade out loud. Mark had the 2nd pick. Matt had the 10th, and then no 2nd and 3rd or whatever. Or what did he have?
He had a 3rd. He had a 3rd. They swapped 3rds.
The trade was
no.
So Matt traded Jamar Chase so that Mark could keep a 1st round, the 10th pick in the 1st round, and the 10th pick in the 3rd round. And Matt moved up into the 2nd pick in the 1st round and 2nd pick in the 3rd round.
That's a good trade. It's a good trade.
I mean, I wouldn't have been able to keep Jamar Chase until the 1st round, but it's fine.
I think
I get to keep Jamar Chase.
You give Matt so much more flexibility.
Correct.
When you didn't have to.
Correct.
I'm not worried about giving Matt flexibility. I'm worried about my team.
Don't worry. Me and Mark have trades in the works that.
Well, I mean, remember, it all comes back.
Not have trades in the works.
It's absolutely crazy.
It all comes back. Go, Greg.
Go ahead. No. I was going to say the trade offer that Mark tried to get Stephon Diggs from me
was almost the same.
You wanted a 4th round pick. You're like, I'll give you a 7th. Like what?
Moral of the story
what are you
is
talking about?
This is ridiculous.
It all comes back to Mark and Matt being on the same team because Mark was cheering for him last year.
It's cahoots.
Yeah,
all right.
I mean, that's what it all comes back to.
Mikey, you thought I won the trade like a day ago, and now you're on Greg's side.
I had to look into it more.
Do his research. Let's go to the Women's World Cup.
I really don't know who won or not. But
Mark, I'll start with you.
Way.
What are we talking about?
Women's World Cup.
I'm going to take the USA women to win the World Cup at plus 250. I think that is fantastic.
Already my lock of the week. So
it cannot be your lock of the week. It is too high of a value to be.
It also doesn't. It also doesn't
end in the week.
How much is it? 250.
250. I think it's a great pick, and I think I'm going to take it again next week.
That's not a lot. 250.
It's not a lot. It's not this week. It's an entire month of soccer.
Yeah, you can't wait.
Okay.
It might not even be over before the season.
Lock of the month. Okay, it's a
lock of the month.
It's a 1-unit lock of the month.
Yeah, I want that USA pick on my card as well.
It's on yours. Matt wants it on his too.
Yeah.
That's my lock of the month.
No, not as your lock of the month.
Do we get anything back betting them minus 10,000 against Vietnam?
No, I'm going to take them US -6, -125 though.
I'm also taking that. It's actually minus 120, Mike. Oh no, it's 125 now.
Yeah.
My apologies. Bovada changed, so it is. You're right. Minus.
Yeah, and I also have the over 6.5 minus 108 in that game.
I'm going to take
what or minus 122. Sorry, minus 122.
-6, and I'll take the minus 10,000 for the 0.01 unit.
I think you get 0.
I do think you get 0 based off Thursday.
I'm looking at Bovada. I'm risking 1 on the USA women minus 10,000, and it's offering me a win of 0.01.
All right, fine.
I will take it as well.
Yeah. Let's go.
So, Mark, you're taking the over in the game over 6.5.
No, I'm taking the women over -6 and -6 -125. I'm also going to take them -10,000 for the .01. I feel like that .01 could loom large in the season standings.
I mean,
Dude, how about
it's just ridiculous.
USA losing the Gold Cup and now we can't make the freaking World Cup?
It's not.
That's correct. That's absolutely correct, Matt. I'm on Denmark versus China -165. Then my last pick is the Republic of Korea versus Colombia +150. Game starting at 3:00 in the morning though. Those
early ones will miss. The other ones, 10:31. That's good mid-workday games, but yeah, the other times.
Wow!
Tough.
Shout out Mike's corporate company.
9 a.m. or 9 p.m. No, Mike, these 3 games are the game schedule's insane.
Yeah, I missed. I thought when I saw the one, I thought that was the final game of the night would be 1 p.m., but it's 1 a.m. the next day. So
yeah, it's not good.
But
it's not good at all.
I am on the first game, New Zealand Norway over 3 -108. It's in Australia and New Zealand, hoping for some goals there. And I'm on the first Australia game, -1.5, -120 against the Republic of Ireland. And I have a goal scorer in that game.
Okay.
Sam Kerr to score.
Wow.
Steve's brother?
-115.
You said over. You said over was the over in that game was
over in New Zealand. Norway's 3 -108.
Yeah.
I took Australia -1.5, -120.
I'm going to take Australia -375. And honestly, I think I'm gonna lock up Sam Kerr to score a goal at -115.
Yeah, she's one of the best players in the world. Plays at Chelsea.
One of the best players of all time, not just in the world, of all time.
and that's -115.
-115. Yeah, here's my lock.
I'm putting it on my card too, simply because as an avid watcher of a streaming service known as DAZN, they show that a couple years ago they did a all access for Chelsea's women's team, and it was the year they signed her, and all they did was talk. Like, it's in the promo that they show during the commercials of darts. It's all they talk about is Sam Kerr and how like signing her is like signing Messi to the.
I mean, she's on the. I think she was on the FIFA cover this year with Mbappe too. So
correct, she is. She is. I think one of the greatest players of all time for sure.
Correct.
In women's sports or men's sports, both?
In women's soccer. Specifically in women's football and soccer.
So, Mark, you have the anytime. You locked it up for Sam Kerr. What did you have a pick in either of those games?
Australia? I did take Australia -375, just the money line. And then I got a couple other money line picks in the World Cup, but we can come back.
No, go ahead. Go to you. Go to you.
No, I got one.
All right, go to Matt.
Argentina +460 over Italy.
Dude, I love that pick. I love it.
Did you say +460?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Right now, like men's team high.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
My lock of the month.
Lock of the month. Mark, give me some of yours.
I'm on China. I'm on the Chinese women. Mine +400 against Denmark.
Damn, you're against Greg there.
I think that I mean, I don't know. The Chinese women, they have a good system they run, and you never know. I'm also on the Republic of Korea +175 against Colombia.
I don't know if I already said that. I'm on that as well. The Republic of Korea. I don't remember if I said it or not, so I just want to make sure it's out there. Plus,
I didn't think you did, so
yeah, I don't think
it's out there now.
+175. So sounds good. All right. Anything else, Mike?
I have one more game line and then a future.
I take France -10,000.
Who are they playing?
I don't understand these picks.
They're playing Jamaica. So all right.
I don't understand those picks. But anyways, Brazil -4, -128.
1 unit.
Not even 1 unit. Brazil -4, -1. Oh, okay. Brazil -4, -128. They also have a GOAT in Marta. She's played like the most World Cups for One Nation and like.
She's still playing?
I'm pretty sure she's on the roster again for her 7th or 8th World Cup.
Is that good to just play a bunch? What about winning a bunch?
I'm pretty sure Brazil has one.
And did you say -4.5, Mike?
-4.
When in this millennium? Have they won in this millennium?
Well, USA won the last two.
Since Will Smith's millennium has been out, has she won?
I don't know.
That's a fantastic question. Figure it out, Mike, because I don't think the answer
Summer
is yet.
Sanders. Figure it out. Danny Tamborelli. Go ahead, Mike. Come on. What year did Will Smith's millennium come out?
I have no idea.
1999, I think.
So has Marta won since 1999?
Marta has not won because
I was gonna say,
wow,
Brazil has never won.
In Mike's face.
I see first in 1990. I see first in 1991, unless that means first.
United States won in 91.
First World Cup. They've finished in second twice.
They've finished in second once.
Jeez,
imagine being such a Greta fan like Mike is and not even getting the stats right.
Wow,
it's not good. All right,
her name's Marta, but wow.
I have a top goal scorer, Sophia Smith, top goal scorer plus 550 for you.
Is that the balloon doors? What's the balloon doors that the guys have?
It's not that.
Yeah, no. That's a yearly trophy. It's just for the best player.
Brazil lost in 2007 to Germany.
I thought it was a trick that clowns
You said plus 150, Mike, for that, or 550?
Plus 550, yeah.
All right, are we good?
What is the balloon doors thing? It's most goals, right?
No, it's just best overall player.
Yeah, in all competitions.
Balloon doors.
He's been saying it for the last 30 seconds.
I had no clue what he was talking about.
Have you been seeing these TikToks where people are like creating their own or like they're like doing a whole thing and they're like, oh, okay, where am I going to start out? And they're here at 20.
I haven't done it yet. I got to run my own.
I want to download. I want to make videos on TikTok just to do it because like people are not getting good teams. They're winning like 0 balloon doors, 0 World Cups.
I do have a gripe with the balloon doors.
All right, give us your grapes.
The grapes is that they didn't give out a balloon doors in 2020 during the COVID year, when it would have clearly gone to one Robert Lewandowski, and
I have a grape with that.
They didn't give it out that year.
Giving out a couple grapes.
Where do you stand on grapes?
That is kind of crap.
I would have crushed those grapes. I would have crushed those grapes and made them into wine.
Great. You definitely would have ended up.
When I stand on grapes, it's at a winery.
I was gonna say Mark definitely would have ended up like that lady that fell out of the bucket. Oldest internet video of all time.
It's a goat. It's a goat.
I think she like broke
her legs.
I think it was a bunch of ribs. It wasn't good. All right, are we good? We good in soccer then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
all right.
Are we getting to UFSA now?
We're gonna go to darts real quick because it is the quarterfinals of the World Matchplay. Everything wrapped up. Top 5 players in the world all out before you get to the quarterfinals.
Imagine betting on Rob Cross.
Unbelievable.
Imagine betting on Rob Cross last week.
Couldn't be me.
Imagine not betting on the Gurn.
Hey, well, he leads off the first quarterfinal tomorrow night against.
And guess who's on my card, Greg?
I was wondering.
Feel the Gurn plus 125 against Joe Cullen. Mikey joined me. The water feels great. The Gurn feels great.
Me.
Because you're in on the Gurn.
The Gurn got me some good units last week, but I'm out on darts.
I will say, Daryl Gurney turned back the clock a little bit. Found some real good form and crushed Gary Anderson.
Turn back time.
But I'm on Joe Cullen minus 165 in that matchup.
Gross.
I'm on Nathan Aspinall. He's my lock of the week, minus 139 against Chris
My lock of the week's also in darts, Greg.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear
on my
it.
card, Nathan Aspinall.
All right.
So I have Johnny Clayton parlayed my lock of the week with Kim Kardashian's ex-Humphreys. Ex-husband. Plus 151.
What?
My lock of the week is
you're
Clayton
doing
to beat Surly,
Never mind.
Humphreys to beat Hayden.
I got
Can we talk? All right. Once we get to UFC, I got multiple bones to pick when we get to UFC.
Hold on. What's the parlay pay, Matt?
151. So it's 7.6 units.
All right. So plus 151 for you on that, Matt. I'm actually on the opposite of both those picks. I'm on Ryan Searle plus 120, and I'm on Damon Hedda plus 145 in that.
That makes me love my lock.
Mike, Dirk Van Dijvenbode just choked it away to Luke Humphreys today. Lost in sudden death, 14-12. Have to win by 2 clear legs in the match play. But now we're grinding. It's 1st to 16 moving forward. Doesn't matter. But all right, we're good on darts. Let's go.
Whoa.
Oh, go ahead.
For the listeners, speaking of darts, head over to the Bettors Delight Twitter. You're gonna see we're gonna post it Friday at noon. You're gonna see a great 360 video of your host here, Greg Crome. You're gonna find it on Twitter at noon. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be amazing. Head over to @Bettors Delight on Twitter to see Greg throw a 360.
I will never have my camera on prior to the show starting again.
Little preview.
It's triple 20. My God, triple 20.
Turn it off. It's ridiculous.
Ed, if you come past the paywall, we haven't blurred out. He's shirtless, actually. If you go past the page.
Can you text that video to me, Mike? Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll send it. I sent it to the other group chat. I sent it to Jan and Double B.
How dare you? Let's go to the UFC. Matt, I want to hear your complaints real quick.
Yeah, so my boy Hafez got screwed. He should have won that fight. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous that he didn't win. Fight. Also, that's number 6 for Sip on the Stanley Cup. And then I don't know, you guys. I watched last night the Ultimate Contender fights. What were they?
It's
the one with the Ultimate Fighter.
Ultimate Fighter fights. Did you guys see that Boston dude with the double hand? Like he tomahawked.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was nuts. It was like,
not needed at all. It was wild. Herb Dean should have stopped that way sooner.
Yeah, he tried to get in there, but he hit him with the smash.
He came down like William Wallace in The Patriot. Like he crushed him.
I don't think. I'm on Danny Roberts minus 115. William Wallace is for sure Braveheart, not the Patriot.
Braveheart. Yeah.
I'm also on Ketlin Vieira minus 155.
You can add that to my card as well. I'm also going to take Shauna Bannon plus 125, making her debut. Bruna Brazil lost for me last time also, so I'm going to fade her.
Plus 125 for you. Mark, are you in the UFC at all?
I'm out of UFC.
All right, then I'll go to Matt.
Well, one of my favorite games growing up as a kid, I'm taking Jamal Pogs minus 155 over Michael Parkin. Parkin's going to just stay, and I think Pogs gets it done.
I'm on Mark D. Casey plus 162. Fighting in England, hometown. Might as well take him. I'll take some value. What's your next one, Mike?
I'm on Mick Parkin in that Pogs fight. But I'm on Leron Murphy minus 148. There's just no way he can lose. He's gotten shot in the face before and survived, so he's not going to lose this fight.
With a gun?
Yes, correct. He's got shot in the neck and face a couple times a few years ago, and then
couple times.
Yeah, not one instance, couple bullets.
Okay. One instance.
Yes.
Sorry,
one instance, several bullets.
Say.
And he's gotten wins for me in the past, so I'm gonna.
It's still impressive, but 2 instances
would have been
terrifying. Would have been more impressive.
Way crazier.
Mike, I'm on your boy Paul Craig plus 180, and I'm also on Andre Feely plus 170. Yeah, I'm going big value in the UFC.
I bet on Andre Feely, he loses every time. So
you take the PA boy.
Who's the PA boy?
Philly plus 170. I want him too.
Is it Davey Grant plus 120?
No, he's talking about he wants Andre Feely, but he's saying it's Philly.
Andre Philly.
Get it?
I got it now. I figured it out.
Get it?
I have
Anything
one more
else? You have one more pick, Matt? Give me it.
It's the main event.
All right, then, Mike, I'll go to you. Anything
Same.
else?
I only have the main event. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the main event. It is Tom Aspinall in London. Is it London or Manchester? It's London. O2.
I think O2's in
Manchester
London.
City?
Yeah, it is. Oh, if it's at the O2, it's in London.
Yeah.
My hometown of Manchester City?
Yeah, your hometown of Manchester City. Taking on Marcin Tabura, who's plus 350 at Bovada.
All right, raise your hand if you're taking Marcin. Mark?
Okay.
Podcast
special for the Marcin. Weighing in at 245 pounds, Marcin Tabura.
Yeah, plus 350. Yeah. All right. Mr. Kennedy, stop. All right.
How dare you?
Who am I, Ken Kennedy?
Kennedy!
God.
But Tabora, he did look good when they were standing off, and Aspinall's coming off a torn ACL, so I think it's a good value.
Great value.
Or I guess they didn't weigh in yet, but he looked good in their standoff.
Let's go to the.
You've been very standoffish.
We'll go to golf. We'll go to golf. The last major of the year, the Open Championship.
Sad,
fellas. It is sad.
He's golf, dude.
It's the one thing about them moving the PGA to before the U.S. Open. Not having one more in August is a bummer. But
it does ruin the rest of the summer. But I kind of like the PGA early because it just brings everything back. But I don't know.
Well, you
It's
just get
tough.
3 in such quick succession. It's like the Masters 3 weeks, PGA 3 weeks, U.S. Open.
Yeah.
And now we're right into 2 or 3 weeks removed again from the U.S. Open that just happened. But we are over at it's not. Is it Royal Liverpool? Is that the?
Yeah,
it is.
course?
You're right.
Yeah,
Hoylake.
Hoylake. Yeah, I had heard multiple names. So Rory, defending champion at the course, so that'll be interesting. He is the favorite at Bovada. I'm interested to see if anybody goes with him. But Mark, you're dressed for the occasion. I'll start with you.
So I'm gonna go with the 3 chances as one of my first bets. I'm gonna go with Rory. I'm gonna go with Colin Morikawa, and I'm gonna go with Cam Smith at plus 340. That 3 chances right there. I think those 3 guys. You got 2 of the guys that have won the last 2 Open championships in Cam Smith and Morikawa, and Rory, who won the last one at this particular course. So I think that's not a safe bet, but
That's sound logic.
yeah, I think it's pretty good. I mean, Cam Smith came out with that quote that said, like, "Don't worry, fellas, we'll be drinking out of it in another week." That's pretty confident. And I think Morikawa kind of needs to prove himself again. He hasn't won pretty much since then. He hasn't won anything big, obviously, since then. So that's where I'm
Rory
laying my
hasn't
cards.
won anything big in 20 years.
Nah, it'll be 10 years if he loses this weekend.
He did
Sip
win the
7.
Scottish Open last week.
Sip
How dare you.
7.
So is that a PGA Tour major? Mike, the Scottish Open?
I could have won the Scottish Open.
All right,
If they only played 14 holes?
You barely beat a 72-year-old. Let's be honest.
First of all, I beat him 5.
You can't do the math. You can't do the math.
It's 4 and 3, 4 and 4.
He's trying to
Five and
sound
four.
golf official.
I beat him 5 and 4. No big deal.
How at least he was dormy at one point.
He was dormy, as Tiger Woods PGA 09 would say. I had him at dormy. If you were playing as Mike Weir in PGA 09, yes, I was dormy.
I
Shout
have
out Mike Weir.
shout out Mike Weir. I have multiple 2 chances, and they both feature Cam Smith. I have 2 chances: Cam Smith, Tommy Fleetwood at plus 900, and 2 chances: Cam Smith, Tyrrell Hatton plus 900 on Bovada.
Love it.
Yeah, so I Cam Smith. It's gonna be an interesting week.
I got speaking of Cam Smith, Greg, I got 3 chances.
All right, go ahead.
Rory, Scotty, and Tyrrell at plus 250.
Why is that speaking of Cam Smith?
Matt, what were the odds on that one?
250.
Plus 250. Mike, what do you got in golf?
Yeah, I got Hovland, Rory, 2 chances plus 450. And I'm going to take Hovland first round top 10 plus 240. Hovland's
round
weak.
top 10.
And obviously, top 10 plus 240. And obviously, I'm taking Victor Hovland money line to win it all plus 2,000. I want that on the card. Well, obviously.
Plus 2,000 for you. I also have a first round top 10, and it's Scotty Scheffler plus 150 top 10. Guys consistently in the top 5. I'll take the value there that he's probably going to be close to the top at the beginning, but we'll see. Mark, I'll go back to you.
Yeah, so this one's probably going to be a little surprising, but I'm going to go with Brooks
You're shaking
Koepka.
Tiger Woods? Oh.
I'm taking Brooks Koepka to miss the cut at plus 300.
It's not surprising. You follow that one podcast.
No, it just has to do with the fact that
You're a number one Danny Rappaport fan, dude. We get it.
I don't. Go back to the Brooks. I want to hear the logic behind the guy who's finished in the top 5 of 2 majors and won.
Oh,
one
he's
of them
playing with Cantley. You gotta wait. Oh, Zen. Ooh.
Dan Rappaport stinks.
Mark,
I didn't even know he said that, which makes me embarrassed to say the same thing. So it makes me like him.
Can you give me your reasoning behind Brooks Koepka to miss?
Yeah,
the cut?
he just doesn't like Cantlay, and he's matched up with Cantlay for 2 rounds.
God, he's gonna be fine.
Is he gonna be fine? He fucking.
Oh!
It's fine. Just keep going.
Mark,
He hates
so
it.
what's Koepka to make the cut? Because I'll take that.
It's probably
gonna
like
be
Koepka to
300 or
make the
400.
cut's probably minus 1,000.
Yeah.
But
Lock of the week. Koepka
minus
makes the cut.
450.
You gave out your lock of the week.
I've given out 3 locks of the week, and only one of them has been given. Granted.
But he is playing with Cantlay, and Cantlay plays slow. If you think that
he's
doesn't
gonna
matter,
be fine. What's top 10? What's first round top 10 for Koepka?
Yeah,
'Cause I want
Matt's,
that.
Matt's
doesn't
never
matter.
been Matt's never been affected by the people that he
by slow play
and then blame them for
Sure.
for something.
for his bad shots.
What is Koepka to make a top 10 in the first round?
I'm finding it.
I don't know. Find it
Matt,
yourself.
Mike, find that. I'm find the cut thing.
He already
It's
found the
minus
cut.
450. Minus 450 to make the
It's
cut.
a not my wa- It's a
Brooks
not my
top
wa- that
10 is first round is plus 240.
Give it to me, because Coletta's thing that he's saying is a not my wallet thing. Every dude that's watching Dan Rappaport talk is like, this
Mike,
guy's not
Matt,
gonna make it.
Matt,
He's gonna be so
just
slow and
because it-
upset.
Just because it's obvious doesn't mean it's not true.
Not my wallet pick of the day, Koepka. Plus
Just because
240.
it's obvious doesn't
And-
mean it's not
And
true.
we said he was minus 400 to make the cut.
Minus
Also,
450.
last time I
Minus
checked,
450.
Brooks Koepka has yet to win an Open championship. He has not won one of these. He's won a U.S. Open and he's won PGA Opens, but he has not won over in the UK.
But what you're
So-
saying is he's due.
No, I'm
gotta-
saying he's not going to do well.
Mark's saying he's due. Mark
He's going to
literally
miss the
just
cut plus 300.
Mark's lock of the week
Lock of the
is
month.
that Koepka.
Brooks
Mark-
Koepka missed the cut. Lock of the month.
You idiot,
Mark's
shut
lo-
up.
Mark's
get
lock of the
through the
week
end
is
of
that
the show,
Koepka is a
Yeah,
lock.
Jesus. I'm trying to end this. This is going too long.
I have
Lock of the month.
I have Jordan Smith to miss the cut plus 110. Taylor Gooch to miss the cut plus 160.
What's your open wager?
Oh, I
Joaquin-
also have Taylor Gooch to miss the putt.
to miss the putt?
To miss the cut.
I have Joaquin Nyman. This is just spite to miss the cut plus 150. Mike, give me some of yours.
Yeah, I'll take Victor Hovland top 10 plus 170. And then my lock of the week is Victor Hovland top 20 minus 125.
All right. Victor Hovland top 20 minus 125.
Yep. That's my lock of the week.
Mark, give me some more of yours.
I just have challenge and winners right now.
I have
But
multiple.
I have 3 more picks as well if you need them.
All right, well, I
Mickelson
have
to
a
make
bunch,
the
so-
cut at plus 100. Reed to make the cut at minus 225.
Phil Mickelson to make cut. Ooh.
Give me Phil to miss the cut at minus 135.
Matt, what was Reed to make the cut minus 235?
225, but yeah, that's fine.
Give me Reed to miss the cut at plus 160.
Wow. I didn't realize we had Dan Rappaport in the podcast this week.
So
Shout out,
hold on.
Danny Rapp. Shout out. Apparently, shout out.
Phil Mickelson to miss cut mark was minus 125.
Minus 135. Pretty
Minus 135.
laying some juice there on him to miss the cut. The old man.
Who was who was the second guy you mentioned to miss the cut? Patrick Reed.
Patrick Reed to miss
the
the
cut.
160 plus 160.
All right, and I have my lock of the week when ready to go. Whenever you're ready.
You already gave it out.
I have another one.
All right. Well, I'm not counting it as another lock of the week. Let me give it a couple because Mike said he only has 3 picks left, and Mark doesn't have any, and you only have a couple too. So I got Hovland and Louis Oosthuizen both to make the cut minus 110. Cam Smith first round Eagle plus 1200. Tyrrell Hatton top 10 plus 190. Cam Smith top 10 plus 130. John Rahm top 10 plus 100. Shane Lowry top 20 plus 110.
Love
How
that
many
pick.
picks we got here?
I have a lot of picks. Shut up, Mike. It's a major. Matt Fitzpatrick top 20 plus
What's the
115.
major?
Justin Rose top 20 plus 160. Patrick Reed top 40 minus 110. And then Adam Scott top 40 minus 105. Mike, give me
I don't
the rest
think
of
you've
yours.
done that many picks for any of the other majors we've ever had.
I'm doing it. So guess what? Doldrums.
But I'll take Sam Burns top 20 plus 160. Xander Schauffele top 20 minus 110. And then my last pick will be Sung J M top 40 plus 115.
Plus 110. And then Sung J M
Top 40,
top 40
plus 115.
plus 115. Matt, do you have any more picks before we get to the challenge and winners?
I have one more pick. Any 4 to make the cut at even money. Brian Harmon, Bryson DeChambeau, Corey Connors, Jason Day, and Russell Henley. I think
so
that.
Go
So
over
4
it
out
again.
of 6 got to make it, right?
Yep.
So it's
I think
it's
So
Bryson?
Harmon, DeChambeau, Connors, Day, and Henley.
4 out of 5.
Yeah, it's 4 out of 5.
They're gonna. I mean, all 5 are gonna make it.
DeChambeau's going to have a great week. I'm calling it right now.
Put it on my card. DeChambeau to win, or whatever. DeChambeau
Also-
top 10. Whatever DeChambeau top 10 on my card.
Also on
Maybe
my
look
card.
it up. I don't know. Just look it up.
Mikey's on it.
What?
Looked like
I
he
got
was
it. I'm
looking.
pulling it up.
It's also on my card.
It's at the
Jeff
bottom.
Cap. Jeff Cap
Top 10,
tribute
he's
to
plus
Bryson.
375.
Bang. Lock of the month for me.
Dude, you've already had like 6 locks of the month. You can't
Don't
do
mock
that.
me. Don't you dare. Not doing that.
I don't
All
have
right.
my, I don't have my
Lock me.
wait, hold on. My Stanley.
I also have Cam Smith to win outright plus 1,800 on the card. So are we good to get to the challenge then? Everything else is out?
Yep.
Yeah.
Challenge it up.
All right. Matt, so actually, speaking of the challenge, I think I closed the spreadsheet. No, I didn't. The challenge is heated up, too.
Matt's won like 5 straight weeks in a row, and he's back
It's-
1 and tied with me now.
Dude,
Am I screwed in the challenge?
You're only 2 out. You're
Yeah.
6 and 18. I'm 8 and 16, and they're both 7 and 17. It is everything. This is the tightest race we've ever seen for all these throughout. So,
Correct.
Matt, I'll start with you. We are on the hot streak.
Well, like I said right when we started the episode, Tyrrell Hatton on my card, and he's my guy. I'm also going to do DeChambeau to win it all plus 6,000 on my card.
So
Did
you
we
have
just say that?
no. You did top 10.
I think he only did top 10.
So Tyrrell Hatton is what plus
2,500
plus 2,500, and that's your challenge pick.
and on my card.
Yes, and on the card. But what was DeChambeau again? Plus 8,000,
6,000.
6,000.
plus 6,000 on the card. Mark, I'll go to you.
Ricky Fowler. Plus 2,000 on the card and the challenge pick. Came in second last time it was at Hoylake, whatever the hell.
It was at Victor Hovland's home
It was
course.
at Victor. It literally played in Victor Hovland's backyard. But give me Fowler plus 2,000.
All right. I'm taking Shane Lowry plus 4,000 on the challenge and on the card for this one. Mike, I'll go to you to close us out.
Yeah, Victor Hovland plus 2,000 on the card as well, as already said, and for the challenge.
All right, fellas. Fun week. Remember, we're off next week from the actual show, but on at Bettors the Light on Twitter, you'll see the picks for the week. We'll get them out there. It was a fun one. Last major of the year. Get excited. It starts in 7 hours. So
2 hours.
let's go win some bets.